for me to get approved? This is a very typical question, and there's a lot of confusion in the marketplace because I've seen banks saying, oh, we can get you approved in 1 hour. And I've seen in reality, some banks may take up to 3-4 weeks. So how do we go and understand the situation? Very simple. Let me explain you very easy. I can pre-qualify you. Pre-qualify you means that we have a Zoom meeting one-on-one via video like this, and I run all the numbers with your data. I'm going to ask you a few questions. It may take only 10-15 minutes, and you have all the information. And in that pre-qualification, I just ask you about your income, your debts, your assets, and everything, and I do the calculation live with you. That is going to take me 10 minutes, and you are going to be pre-qualified. Does it mean that you are 100% approved? No, this is just numbers. This is just to give you an indication if you're going to get pre-approved, and by no means you should take this as a final approval. This is just pre-qualification and numbers. Number two, a formal pre-approval. A formal pre-approval is after we do this pre-qualification, I'm going to go and send you an application and a list of documents, and we review that. And in our office, when we get the full documentation, we look at your income, we look at your credit history, we look at your down payment, we look at the property, we look at the debt servicing ratios, we look at CMHC guidelines, we look at everything. And based on our experience, and as you know, my office and myself and my underwriters, we have more than 22 years of experience doing this. We have a very high indication if you're going to get approved. Even we know the lender because we know the lender guidelines. Now, this process may take anywhere between 24 hours after we get all the documents, maximum 48 hours. But now you are fully pre-approved, which means that with our office, you will have kind of a blanket pre-approval. You'll have a pre-approval with 1 or 2, sometimes even up to 3 lenders. And then you can go and purchase a home, or you can review and tell us which option you want to go for your refinance. So this is more detailed. There is documentation involved, and as I said before, the timeline is basically 1 to 2 days. Now the last one is the final approval. The final approval is when we submit everything. We have the same pre-approval that we had before. We have the property, and we're going for the final approval. That's the final stamp with the bank. We submit through our brokerage submission platform to the lender, and the lender sends us a final approval. Now, the document that we review before in the pre-approval stage, now the lender reviews them all and kind of checks everything. They're very detailed, and depending on the lender, this could take as little as 48 hours, so 2 days, or as long as 3 weeks. We know from the lender, we can tell you upfront how long the lender is gonna take. Some lenders are really efficient, but some other lenders, for example, may give you a slightly lower interest rate, and they get inundated with applications. And when a lender gets inundated, it may take, I've seen lenders take up to 3 weeks, and that's the same lender that told you that you can get an approval in 1 hour. But they may get approvals up to 3 weeks because they don't have the capacity, they don't have the human power to process all the loans, even though they have been pre-approved. So you have to be mindful when you purchase a property because the timeline is very important. If you ask us, we'll tell you upfront what your expectations are and when you're gonna get your final approval. In summary, just to give you an idea, pre-qualification, you book a time with me or my office or any of my underwriters, and you can get an indication in as little as 10 minutes. Number two, if you want to be fully pre-approved, I will send you the application, you send us the documents with a complete package. It should take us 24 to 48 hours. The final approval is going to take anywhere between 1 to 5 days in most cases. 80% of the cases, you will have an approval within a week. This is Camilo Rodriguez. I am a mortgage broker, 22 years of experience, past president of the BC Mortgage Broker Association. I am excited about helping people build wealth with debt. Contact us and we'll help you out. All the best.